Hello and welcome back to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, wishing you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So, some good news came down the pipe. As many of you were aware, Elon Musk had mentioned that he wanted to have a government shutdown before Christmas. But our Congress went ahead and approved this bipartisan bill, which would pass, and it would last until mid-March. Okay, they're going to definitely, of course, review it again until next year. This basically was funding for disaster relief, and also it affected mainly, the money was supposed to go for economically struggling American farmers. Okay, so if there was a government shutdown, and we don't know, it might happen again, I have some things that you might want to consider if you are a federal employee or a contractor, uh, and you still feel a little uncertain, but you're like, whew, at least we'll have Christmas. There are certain things that I think you should definitely look into, just in case. Okay, this is more of a be prepared sort of scenario that I'm going to be presenting to you. So first, if you own a home and you have a mortgage on that home, in case they do decide in March or next year to shut it down, contact your lender immediately. Many lenders do have programs like mortgage forbearance, like myself, or offer payment deferrals during financial hardships. Okay. Basically, what that is you won't have to pay your mortgage for a particular point in time. You will have to pay that money in the end, or they'll give you, maybe instead of 30 years, you might get 31 years, but you have to speak to your lender. Normally, if it's somebody who does mortgage notes like me, I might not necessarily wait for you. I might speak to you. But if you're with a big bank, yeah, they're not going to speak to you. 9 times out of 10, you got to call them and you got to let them know, hey, I work for the government. There's going to be a government shutdown. I need to redo the mortgage, maybe even reduce payments, or defer payments. Okay. Another great resource to reach out to is HUD, the Housing Urban Development, where you have counselors there. These are experts that can guide you through what are your different options. They can also help you to a certain extent with budgeting to make sure that you can make ends meet, as well as help you apply for certain assistance programs that are in your area. Every state does not have the same program. Some is similar, but they'll go by like a different name. So that's why it's good to do that. Okay, and then many of these services are free or low cost. I know here in New York City, separate from HUD, we do have financial empowerment zones, which are free. They help you apply for different aid, as well as has a stack of coupons. And like I said before in my previous videos, be prepared when you meet them. Because they go thoroughly through your finances. They want to see all the receipts and everything of how much you spend, your bills and everything, of how much you spend per month. Okay, and then they will definitely give you a plan, but the plan is not going to work if you don't stick to it. Just saying, just letting you know. Now, what if you're looking to buy a home? There are programs like the FHA loans, which require a lower down payment and have more flexible credit requirements. So if you're at that stage and you're a government employee and you're worried, then that is where you may want to look into, because it offers a great option when it comes to qualifying during uncertain times. And trust me, we are heading into a lot of uncertainty. Okay, let's not also forget financial planning. You want to sit down with your accountant or financial advisor. Just mention that in New York you have financial empowerment zones. The advisors there are free. Also forgot to mention the library also has people who will assist you with your expenses, with creating a plan, etc., etc., all for free. Okay, I don't know if this is offered in other cities. I know that there's something called Green Path that you can also reach out to, but that's basically what I know. Okay, and don't overlook any other local resources either. You have many community organizations that's offering temporary housing assistance, food banks, utility payment support for government workers. Also, don't forget your churches. Don't forget your mosque. And I don't really know too many synagogues, but I'm pretty sure they're out there. Many churches, though, even though they're Christian based, they don't always limit to only Christians. So if you are of another religious faith and you need help, and you know that that particular church offers help, don't be shy and say, okay, I'm not going to go in there because it's a different religion. If they have the help, take it. Just tell them, hey, I'm a so-and-so, this is my religion, but I need help. Even if they say no to you, and 9 times out of 10, they're not going to. But even if they do, they normally can direct you to a place where you can get assistance. Okay? So, listen, I know the government shutdown, it's like a storm cloud hanging over your head, particularly those of us who are government contractors or who actually work for the government. But don't neglect that there are tools and resources out there to help you weather the storm. So whether it's reaching out to your lender, exploring government programs, leaning on local community support, don't hesitate to take action. And remember, this is temporary. You got this. God's got your back. Your don't neglect your neighbors. A lot of us have not. We may not be as social as we were in the past. But if there's a neighbor, a family, don't be too proud. Ask for help. And that is basically all I have for you. Please feel free to share this amongst your friends. Remember, each one, reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.